So where do you wish to head? What part of town do you want to go to try to rally everybody?
The center, isn't that what the priest said?
That's what he said. Doesn't mean that's what you're going to do.
So the priest is going to be enthralling, and Arya is going to be singing her lilting, awesome Hocus Pocus tune, correct?
Yeah, the idea is he's going to enthrall everybody to you, Snark, thanks for the follow. And then once they all come round and gather, Arya will...
Will inspire courage.
She will inspire courage.
If I see any threats, I'm going to shoot it with my
bomb.
crossbow.
Thank you for the follow.
Just so you know, Gora.
If you see
any threats on the road, en route, I'm going to shoot it with my crossbow.
Swiftly
as we pass by.
Right. Okay. Well, you will see a plethora of ghouls to shoot at.
A gaggle, even?
A gaggle of ghouls.
A gaggle of ghouls, yes.
So, I mean, if you want to just randomly shoot at ghouls, you can.
I kind of do.
I
feel like that's what I would do.
It makes sense, right?
I can't believe I just did that. That's what I would do. That is my nature.
Face mask.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Invicurous, thank you for subscribing.
What the what?
What the what? New
Rollies
subscriber hype. Give that man some rollies. Awesome
thank
sauce.
you, buddy. Just so you guys know, this next plateau of subs that we require are for a Bane emote.
Right,
we need
if you
a
want
Bane emote.
this
Yes,
is what you're
we
working
do.
towards.
That's what the whole point of this is.
A Bane emote.
It's gonna be that.
+1.
It's gonna move around and dance. You know?
Yes,
It's
like
gonna
this.
have a disco ball.
It's gonna say follow hype,
Probably.
like neon, right? Yeah.
Right. There you go. Okay. Well, in that case, if you're going to just randomly shoot ghouls, why don't you roll 5d20?
Oh, fun.
5d20.
Come on, 20, 20, 20,
Well,
20,
you
20.
basically, if you're riding,
Break
you've
the
got a full
game.
loaded repeater crossbow. You're just going to be like,
Yay!
shooting at shit as you go.
Do I get my modifiers too, or is it just 5d20?
Just do the 5d20 because
Alright.
the pluses will counteract the minuses based on the.
Well, I have a good writing skill, but
You can make then make a riding skill. If you succeed, then yes, you can have your modifiers. Beer hype.
My ride's not nearly as good as Bane's, but it does
pretty good
exist.
stuff. Pretty good stuff.
All right, here's my writing. Yeah, that's not happening.
Nope, okay, so,
So
yeah,
I'll just 5d20. Okay.
5d20.
Ooh, that's
Oh, that's sexy.
Oh,
Look at
Jesus.
There's a 1 in there.
So I hit
One
maybe
that hit
one, and then my crossbow
You
the
hit
last
one
snags. I hit one ghoul, and then it snags, and I
You're
need
doing your
to.
best.
Okay, you hit a
It's the
ghoul.
beast, man, he's enthralling even me. I'm feeling
Roll your
that
damage for the ghoul.
with the ghoul, the one ghoul,
The one
best
ghoul.
ever,
The
man.
one ghoul to rule them all.
Yeah, 2 damage.
You nick
impressed.
a ghoul. You empty an entire repeating crossbow bolt. Yeah.
That had the potential
We just
for
won't
so
say
much
anything
epic.
else about that.
Forget
right?
that this even happened. Okay, so I'm rejiggering.
You're
the
reloading.
Yeah, because the one that failed,
Okay.
I imagine, got caught. or
As
broke.
you've been riding, of course, the priest has been yelling to everybody, "Come hither, gather round!" and trying to get everybody together. Eventually, all of the people that you could have gathered in the center of town, a whole bunch of people have come. The priest gets off, stands there, using his enthrall ability, begins to preach about courage and defending their home, and St. Cuthbert will be standing with them, and this, that, and the other, blah-de-blah-de-blah, and a whole ton of people begin to gather. And he keeps, glancing at Arya, like,
Is it my turn? Alright, I go stand up as tall as I can. And that's what I do.
okay.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
It's the final countdown. Okay, you know what? That was bizarre enough for it to count. So you inspire courage to everybody. Okay,
That was epic.
that was pretty cool.
I'm glad you know what the song was. That's good.
Unfortunately, that was a summon all ghouls inspired
Yeah.
thing.
So you've
And we all
gathered
died.
groups of militia have all gathered around you. Okay, so you have a gaggle of militiamen.
A metric gaggle?
A metric gaggle, however many that is.
Metric fuck gaggle of
Right, here's all your militia. Okay. Basically, you've got a whole bunch of militia together. They're all, like, looking at you, like, ready to be inspired. They're like, what do we do? What do we do? Tell us what to do.
Alright. What's this town called?
The town is by the name of Tallowthorpe.
Tallowthorpe?
Tallowthorpe. Third
Tallows?
Winchester, thanks for the follow. If you are indeed the third Winchester, are you the dad? Or are you a third brother that nobody knows about? Ah.
Wait,
Sorry,
what?
Tallowthorpe?
Tallowthorpe.
Tallowthorpe.
Yes.
Cool. Don't want to be epic speech and call the...
Yep, Tallowthorpe.
Tallowthorpe.
Ich ein en Berliner.
Ich ein. Ich
So they're
will
gathering, right?
Achtung.
And things
Yep.
are burning.
Yep. So the whole town is burning, but you have a group of people around you. They're enthralled by the priest. They're inspired with courage, which is kind of, for the most part, has snapped a lot of them out of their delusional, the pies are going to get me mentality. And they're all
Alright, so-
actually aware more now. Like, what are we doing? We must save the town. So they need
Citizens
leadership.
of Tallowthorpe! Are they looking?
Say it, Pip.
Gather up your weapons! Hey, hang on 1 second.
Arya's gonna be running around her as if she's like the little squire.
I think you should wrap the final countdown while she does a speech. That would be even better.
Probably. I'll beatbox in the background while she.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do it.
Hey,
Yep,
I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think of something like really witty to say, but I don't want to like screw
Come
up.
on.
Give me
Come
1
on,
second.
wit. Okay.
What?
What?
Oh my god. Should I do this?
That moment when you
Should I
want to
do
give
this?
the awe-inspiring speech, and you're like,
Okay,
do
you
it.
guys. I don't know this. I'm reading from a script, but this is what's happening. Okay. So, citizens of Tallowthorpe, gather up your weapons. Yes, I've heard. Kills men by the hundreds, and if he were here, he'd consume the English with fireballs from this.
No, the second part. The
The
second part.
second one, I fight and you may die. Run and you'll live at least a while. And dying in your beds many years from now. Be willing to trade all the days and this day to that for one chance, just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that they.
You may take our lives, but,
but you'll never take
our freedom!
That right there. I'm, yeah, that.
All right, you know what?
Thanks, Shagget.
I love it.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
All of the militia have formed into 3 concisive units. You now have 3 units of militia to command. 1, 2, and 3. Here they are. They're all lined up with their shields. Would you like to see what they look like when they're not shrunk? Here they are.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. I got some cojones.
There's your militia. Each
No,
one, you got
not perfectly
3
lined
groups of these, basically. Most of them armed with shields, one with a big 2-handed sword. You got a couple of crossbowmen in there. They need direction. What do you want to tell them to do?
All right.
I
So
look
we're
at my-
gonna kind of
I feel like
have
the Pied Piper.
where we have like a plus sign type intersection, right? So I want all their backs to the middle. Each one is gonna guard a road,
Okay.
but we'll have our backs against each other, so we'll be safe.
So you want one group there, one group here, and one group here.
All right, and then me, Veslar, and the priest will face the other way, and I want Arya in the middle.
Okay.
I'm actually going to dismount for this,
All right.
because, I'm in the mood for
Well,
some
if you guys are pretty
discuss.
much dismounting, which you probably want to anyway,
Yeah.
then I will move you guys here. I'll use your group icon. Okay, so you have north, south, east, and west
That's right.
defended. Alrighty. As the ghouls begin to slowly ascend, because most of the people now are flocking to you guys. So all of the townsfolk are beginning to gather between all of you. Like, they're coming to you because they've noticed that there's a rally now. They see all the armed militia and the heroes. Ralph, thanks for the follow. They see all the armed guards, the militia, you guys. So they're all coming to get between you for defense. Like, they're huddling for their own safety. Alrighty. The ghouls almost instinctively begin to gather together and ascend upon the begin to ascend upon you in clusters. I'm going to get rid of, just for the sake of making this a little easier to see, I'm going to get rid of some smoke.
Alright, cool.
There you go.
Yee.
Okay.
That's more than a dozen.
It's a few. Well, she only saw a dozen. But basically you have 3 packs of ghouls coming from the north, the east, and the west. But of course your militia is gathered ready to defend themselves, and you guys are there from the north. Okay, and Arya is right there, inspiring courage for everybody. And you've got your priest as well. Okay, so Piper, everybody is looking to you for orders. So you have, basically, with your military background, you've got Veslar and Arya, the priest, and 3 groups of militia to command. So each round, I would like you to, if you have any orders to issue those.
All right.
Interesting.
And basically, for your individual group, the 3 of you can go ahead and roll your initiatives. And you got the priest technically in your group, so I'll roll for him as well.
Oh.
Arya with
Arya
a 1.
just falls on the ground.
Dat one do.
Dat one do.
A 1.
20 for me.
Oh, yeah, initiative, sorry. Hey!
Ooh, Veslar.
Look at that.
Ooh, Veslar, good
Yeah,
job.
wasting all my good
Your
rolls.
priest is on a 10. Alright, so your group, Veslar, Piper, Priest, Arya. Okay, so the ghouls begin to ascend upon you. Veslar, what do you wish to do first?
I'm going to start to shoot. I'm going to shoot with my bolts.
Alright, fire at one of the ghouls. 2 crossbow bolts. The priest screams, "Beware! They can paralyze you where you stand. I have some tonics that can resist the paralyzation, but I do not have enough to give to everybody."
How long did they last?
About an hour. Okay, Veslar. Ooh, look at that. See that?
And I'm going to do my second.
Natural 20.
Just.
Holy shit,
my
Mr.
God.
Crit.
Oh, hacks.
So it's not a crit, possibly, because I rolled a 13. You let me know, Gore.
Well, hang on. You rolled a natural 20. So what was the?
Okay, so
You got 2 attacks, right?
I had 2 attacks. The first shot I got a 25, because it was a 1d20 plus 9.
Right.
And then my second shot was the one that got a potential crit.
Okay, but you didn't crit.
I
Okay.
rolled a 13.
Yeah.
So,
okay. No, so you slam the ghoul for your regular damage twice.
For 10.
A total of 10.
Not bad.
All right. 10 damage as the ghoul charges towards you, like, and pump 2 crossbow bolts into it.
I have 3
All right,
left.
Piper, it is your turn. As your free action, you can yell commands.
So nobody else has done any attacking yet, right? We were kind of the first.
Yep, they're waiting for... All your militia are basically braced for their attacks.
Okay, so I'm not going to do any more inspiring. We're freshly inspired. I will wait around. I've got something good, though.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to the closest pair of ghouls. I'm gonna go.
Well, there's really not any pairs. They're more like massive groups. They're like there's like 7 or 8 ghouls. They're all like just charging in a group.
Okay, perfect. Then I will just swing at the closest one with everything that I got.
Okay, so when the first pack of ghouls slams into your little group.
And we are currently inspired, are we not?
You are inspired, which gives you
Okay.
+1, yes.
Excellent.
Arya is
That
playing
is hard
her...
for me.
Alright, first, so you swing your two-handed sword and strike the first ghoul.
Do you want both swings and then damage?
Yeah, do your swings first.
Okay, and second one I am throwing extra oomph behind as well. No.
Okay, you hit once. You strike the first ghoul that gets to you with all your might with your two-handed sword.
It's 2 for every point sacrifice, right?
Yep.
I don't know why this is hard for me sometimes.
Yeah, for every
Yeah,
point
okay.
you give up on to hit is +2 to the damage.
I rolled it. There it is. It's not
18.
rolling. 18.
Alright, you smash into the first ghoul with your two-handed sword, a huge momentous strike, cleaving like almost completely through it. It's like it's hanging in there by unlife and unlimb. So it's still alive, but barely. It is the priest's turn. He will attempt to turn undead upon the charging pack of ghouls.
I missed rather than.
2 of the ghouls turn and flee the combat. It is now Arya's turn. Are you continuing to inspire?
Arya attempts to continue to inspire with her mouth, or, singing, also attacking at the same time. So she's doing something like, it's the final countdown. Something like that, you know what I mean? At the ghoul that's
I want
almost
to change
dead.
out the tunes at this point. I don't want Celtic
Okay.
Warrior. I want combat.
At
Yeah,
the ghoul
get
that,
it.
War, combat.
that Piper shot at, that's almost dead. That's the one I'm aiming at.
Let me just do combat theme 2. Here we go. All right. So you fire at the one that Piper had already hit.
Okay.
Okay, is that your
1D.
15?
Yes.
It hits. Roll your D8. Roll your D6. Okay,
3.
your arrow flies from the short bow, striking the ghoul in the eye, dropping it where it stands. Between the mighty, forceful blow of your sister and your semi-skillful shot, you drop the ghoul.
Good.
Alrighty. Okay. The ghouls slam into your front line on your side. Arya, Piper, Veslar, Priest. Alrighty. Basically, the ghouls are coming in. They're like clawing at you. You're fending them off as best you can. Arya, of course, you're hiding behind the wall of metal that is Piper and Veslar. Okay, the ghouls are all clutching, grabbing, snarling, clawing towards you, but none of them manage to get a grip of you guys this turn.
Waha.
All right.
However, your groups of militia to your left and your right have slammed into the ghouls. So now we're going to roll to see how they fare. Group on the left.
Come on, you
Okay.
NPC scum.
On this group over here, it seems like your militia are doing pretty well. They're fending them off. They're holding them off. Your group to the west also seem to be holding them off. So with your clearly with the inspirational courage supplied by your bard, and now they're finally rallied into a concise unit. They're doing something. Of course, the group here on the south is standing there with their fingers stuck up their butts. Veslar, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to swing twice. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Alrighty.
I'm
Swing
going
away.
to sacrifice 5 for my first swing.
Okay. A big hefty swing with the sword.
Ooh, maybe if I kept that 5, it would have been better.
Yeah. Okay, you're overzealous thrust with your bastard sword. You realize after you lunge, maybe you should have taken a little bit more cautiousness and less brute force.
And I am, yes, I'm losing my BAB for this stab. Nope. Oh,
Ah!
A 1.
that's not good.
Alrighty, Veslar, you lunge forward with your bastard sword in the second time. With the close quarters of everybody rattling around, you kind of stumble a little bit on your feet. Losing your footing, I will need you to be able to... you need to make a reflex saving throw to not fall on your face. Whisk, DK, thanks for the follow.
We all know Arya pushed me, okay?
Oh, I'm not even near you, buddy.
DC of 12? Easy.
Alright.
Okay, you do manage to stay on your feet, although you kind of stumble. But you are still up. Okay. Piper.
All right, so quickly glancing, does everybody look pretty inspired still?
Everybody seems inspired. You can basically see your group of militia to your left, the group of militia to your right are locked in combat with the ghouls, doing the best they can, hiding behind their shields. The group of militia to your south are basically kind of like waiting, looking to the left, looking to the right, looking down the road, anticipating attack, but nothing has happened with them yet.
All right. So I'm going to see that there's nobody coming from the south, so I'll quickly shout to them to join the two sides.
Okay, so
The
you want
east
to...
and west?
Okay, so you want this group on the south to basically... Okay. So
Uh,
half of
and-
them
I mean,
reinforce the
join your
group to the
brothers.
left, and half of them reinforce the group to the right.
And while adding, make sure you keep an eye on the south lane, but help your comrades.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna swing.
I miss! They all charge and do as they're told. Fully
Swing.
inspired and listening to every word you say. Alright, but it is
Alright.
your physical turn to attack. What do you wish to do?
All right. Do I still get my 2 attacks?
Yes, you do, because that's your
All
free
right.
action.
Swinging with all that I got.
Okay, you
Nice.
smash into one of the ghouls with your first strike.
Nice. Second one. Come on, dice. Okay, so 12.
Okay, you hit once.
All right. 4.
15. Okay, opening up a massive gash in the right chest cavity of the ghoul you strike. The priest. Okay, he is stuffing a bottle into Arya's hand. Drink this, lass!
I'm not supposed to take drinks from strangers.
We love you.
Oh
Okay.
my.
At the same time, he is like grabbing hold of Veslar's shoulder
Pip!
and like stuffing a bottle into your belt pouch. Drink this, boy!
Boy.
And that's all he can do this turn.
Yell, it's okay, Arya.
Arya, it's your
okay.
turn. Okay,
Wait,
you drink
chug the thing.
Okay. You are
Like-
currently immune to ghoul paralysis for the
Oh,
next hour.
yeah. I run in there naked.
They still have teeth
I'm
and claws.
immune!
They can still hurt. They just won't paralyze you. But if that's what you want to do, you can do
No,
that by
I
all
shall-
means. That's awesome.
And
Alrighty.
I let an arrow fly.
Okay, fire your arrow. You
At the
shoot.
ghoul
Are you
that-
doing the same thing? You basically trying to help your
Yeah,
sister
I'm
finish
helping
him
my
off?
sister.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
And you hit. D6 damage with the short bow.
Oh, no.
Yay!
Or 1. Okay.
Used to hit someone, man.
That one's not quite taken down. Okay, let's see how your fellows fare. Okay, the group on the left are faring very well. With the new reinforcements, they're starting to push the ghouls back. Okay, however, on the right, it's not going as well. The ghouls seem to be pushing them back. You notice a couple of them are paralyzed and the ghouls pull them under and begin to rip and tear at their flesh.
Boy.
Let's see what happens to you guys.
Oh no!
Let's skip that part.
Okay, Arya, you are hit with one claw for 3 points of damage, but you cannot be paralyzed because you're immune. Veslar, on the other hand, you are hit by one of the ghouls.
Oh no, I'm gonna get paralyzed.
For
This
4
is the
points
end.
of damage. Make
4 points to
a
save.
fortitude save, 12 or higher, or get paralyzed. With
Oh, boy.
with the antidote in your grasp.
Story.
Oh, he
Oh,
makes it! Okay, you resist the ghoul paralysis, so you're not paralyzed. Woo! Good toe take, thanks to the follow. Alrighty. And Piper, you did not get hit. Yes. Veslar, it is your turn.
well, so if I drink the potion or whatever, will
Uh-huh.
I still get an attack, or will I'll
You can
just
have
lose
one
one
attack because it's in your belt, so you can pull it out and guzzle it as basically as a half action.
Yeah,
and
so that's
attack
what-
once.
All right, so I'm doing that. I'm
Okay,
drinking,
so you are now also immune to ghoul paralysis for 1 full hour.
and I'm going to attack the ghoul I initially hit with my crossbow for 10.
Okay.
So, and I'm gonna put 2 points into it only for 18. So thank
You
God I didn't do.
lunge with your bastard sword and strike the foul creature.
Swing.
For 11.
For 11, with the force of the blow with your bastard sword, you run it straight through the chest cavity, pulling your sword clean out. It collapses in its undeath to the floor.
Yes.
All right. Piper!
Yes. All right. My group on the right, are they looking a little demoralized? Do they need some
They are.
pepping
The
up?
group on the right are beginning to fall.
All right. Are they need some prepping?
It's up to you. I mean, basically, they're getting overrun by the ghouls. They either need reinforcing, re-inspiring, something.
All right. So, multitasking. I'm gonna grab my vial and chug it as I'm kind of looking to the left, and I'll scream to a few of those guys to join the comrades on the right, and then I will yell, "Hold the line! Stay with me! If you find yourself alone, riding in green fields with the sun on face, do not be troubled, for you are Elysium, and you are already dead!
Arya's hyped.
What we do
Love
in
it.
life
Yeah.
is eternity!"
Love it. All right, so
I'm
some of the group on the left rush over to reinforce the group on the right. Okay. And what do you wish to do physically, personally?
Swing at the closest.
Okay.
I'm inspiring myself whilst yell.
Well, Arya's still back there screaming her little final countdown butt off.
Ooh, nice.
It's a hit.
3. I'm assuming I only get 1 attack with all the stuff that I did.
If all you're doing is yelling and hollering, no. You
Sweet.
can yell and holler an awful lot and still swing a sword.
Okay. Second attack.
Okay, so you only hit once. Now, are you hitting the ghoul that is almost deceased, or are you hitting something fresh?
Probably the one that was almost. The one that was almost.
Okay.
Deceased. 2d6.
Then it is definitely dead, and you will get your cleave attack. Oh, beautiful, 21. Okay, you smash straight through that one, cutting it clean in half, which gives you your cleave attack on the next ghoul.
All right, so no extra points, but do I still get my inspiration?
Yes, absolutely.
$19.
Okay, yep, you hit.
Yay!
As you slash into a second ghoul.
For. Come on, dice. 10.
For 10 points of damage. Okay, that one is seriously wounded as well. Okay, you guys are doing great on your front line. Your priest, at this point, he's kind of taking stock of the situation. Okay, he lunges forward, grabbing hold of one of the arms of the ghouls, and screaming, "By the power of St. Cuthbert, I compel thee!" And a huge flash of light comes out as he does 14 points of damage to a ghoul with a cure. Alright, it is now Arya's turn. You still inspiring
Ooh, of course.
and shooting?
Yes,
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna turn and sing loudly to that right group, so that hopefully it can pep them up a little bit more, even more so than what Pip
Alrighty.
did. So just more of that. So I'm not shooting this time.
Okay, so you just basically screaming
I'm just
louder.
turning and screaming.
Fight, you bastards, fight! Okay. Let's go for our group. So our group that's winning over on the left. Okay, it is definitely successfully battling. I mean, your group on the left is doing great. They're battling the ghouls. They're probably outnumbering the ghouls almost 2-1 at this point. Miko and Mishon, thank you for those follows. Newly inspired by Piper's speech and Arya's voice of inspiration, finally your group on the right is beginning to hold its own.
Yay.
So they're kind of like a level neck-and-neck playing fields. Okay, Veslar.
So I'm going to do a attack, just one singular sword strike on the group in front of me, and then I want to take my beautiful crossbow and shoot at the other group to try to just add a little damage that way.
The one on the right? The one that's...
The one on the right, that's
Okay.
just now turning it around.
So you fire to the group on the front and then turn and... Okay, let's do that.
So first I'm attacking with my sword on this group, and I'm not doing anything. Nope, I'm not doing anything.
Delicious.
A
Ones are real
1.
tonight. Holy shit.
Okay.
What happens? Just tell me, man. I'm
Oh
ready.
no.
I saw we.
Jeez.
I think Veslar has 2 20s tonight. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I need my 20s.
He does. I owe him a 20.
Counter my ones, because god damn it, my ones are.
Let me give him his other 20. Here you go.
Make him feel better about that one.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that one hurt. All right,
What?
Veslar.
Yeah, what
Crossbow
happened?
in your right hand, sword in your left. You lunge forward at the ghoul. You impale, basically, as you kind of like lunge forward, the ghoul kind of like grabs hold of your forearm and attempts to pull you forward. It's not like doing any damage, but you're kind of semi-caught up in it. As you do so, you turn to fire the crossbow to your right, and the ghoul rips the bastard sword clean from your hand, and it lands 4 feet to your east. So
Okay.
you're going to have to
Yeah.
basically spend a round retrieving your weapon. However, you may still shoot the crossbow.
Any penalty because I was being grabbed? I mean,
-4, yes.
okay. So it's just a straight 1d20 because that was my second attack, right?
Right.
I mean, 1 with 3 is with the inspire, so it's actually +1. Yep. Yep. All right. So yeah.
Okay, the crossbow flies through the air and hits nothing.
All right. Damn it.
All right.
Damn it.
Piper!
Swing! Is everybody looking pretty inspired still? probably
Yeah,
are.
you actually, I mean, your militiamen seem to be doing well. They seem to be holding their own.
Excellent. So we'll swing with 1 for 22.
Okay, you swing wildly and strike and hit.
Swing wildly!
There you go, right?
And then second.
Had to get one in there at some point.
Second one's a
But
fail.
just the once. But this one has already been damaged, so you hit. This is the one you hit for 10 last time.
You know, you rolled the same exact thing you did last time you did that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's great.
Ooh, look at the damage.
Wow,
Okay.
that damage.
You
Oh my
behead
goodness.
that ghoul.
Wow.
You take his head clean off, feeling the momentum. You may continue and strike another because of your cleave attack, and you hit that one too.
Ooh, down.
Sweet.
Activate cleavage.
Swing. Bada, bada, bada.
Activate.
It's a big cleavage.
Bane cleavage activate. 9.
9 points of damage. Okay, you hack into that one. Our priest. Okay, he steps back and is kind of like, he looks like he's evaluating the situation. Like he doesn't want to burn all of his powers. Looking to the left, looking to the right. He kind of turns and concentrates on the failing group to the right, charging forward with his holy symbol, he attempts to turn the ghouls to the right, and 3 of them flee the combat. So that could definitely upset the tide of balance on the right-hand side. It might really give you guys an advantage. Arya!
Okay, I have to sing a song that Satch just wrote for me.
Do it.
Sing us the song, you're the bard woman. Sing us the song you blight. For we're all being mauled by a ghoul army, and none of us know how to fight. Shouting, ah, da da da. Okay. Thanks, Satch.
There you go. Greg Bigsland, thanks for the follow. I can hear that song. Was that not like a...
Piano Man.
Piano Man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You're
It was
the
like
Piano Man.
sing it to the song of the Piano Man. Awesome. All right. Continue with the inspiration. Veslar.
Yeah, so not sword in hand, I'm gonna just shoot twice. My final 2 bolts before I run out.
Go. Let him go. Let him go.
Let him go.
Let the crossbow bow.
No.
fly.
So first strike, maybe. Okay.
Hits. The first bolt
You're
slams.
You're so sure of yourself.
I'm just like maybe.
The dice was really slow, but the numbers showed up pretty quick.
The numbers showed up quick, and then the other one, the other attack one,
That rolled 20 leg
plus
tonight.
5,
I know, right? The dice mechanic is like, I'm tired.
14 for the
Okay, you
second.
hit once.
And it's 1d10 plus 1 with the Inspire, right?
Yes.
I mean, or does the
Yes.
Inspire not affect crossbows?
Nope, yes it does.
I don't know what that.
Look at
what
that
was
delayed dice roll.
Seriously.
For 8 points of
eights.
damage. Okay,
Nice.
good job.
And that's at the one that I hurt earlier,
Yep.
because I want it dead.
Which is now-
DE dead.
He's still alive. Oh, barely, but he is.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Okay, Piper.
Punch.
All right, how is everybody looking?
Well, the group to the left is doing great. The group to the right just got a breath of fresh air with the priest helping turn undead to their right.
How's our group?
They all seem to be doing pretty well.
Excellent.
Our group. How many ghouls are left in our group?
Excellent.
4.
Excellent. All right, so I will. Are we still inspired by Arya? I'm sure we
You
are.
are. As long as she keeps on singing, you're still inspired.
Excellent. 22.
You swing your mighty 2-handed sword and strike the first ghoul. And you swing again and barely strike the second.
Ooh. All right, first one for 16.
With the damage you'd already done, you bring him crashing to the ground, so you get a cleave attack as a bonus.
Awesome. Do we want to clear up the other stuff first?
Go ahead and do the cleave,
Okay.
because you're going to hit the one that you cleaved probably with the second attack.
Cleave attack.
Ooh, beautiful!
Ah,
Natural 20!
Holy
For crits?
moly!
That's a crit.
19.
Yep.
So
So
it's so
it's a crit
laggy.
on that one. So go ahead and roll your damage and double it. Get a good one, and you could be like mowing down an additional
All right,
one this
this
time.
is so
Ah,
16.
Okay. That's, what was that, 8? What times 2, 16 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, and then your second attack?
Which we did barely hit on.
Yeah, you hit, so just roll the damage.
And the second attack damage roll is 14.
Okay. You only have 2 ghouls left in your group.
One is very
So
low. It's one
dead.
I've been hitting,
And
right?
one is seriously wounded. I'm going to shrink the group there. There we go. It's less ghouls now. All right. Our priest, he is basically stepping back, he's like reserving his energy to heal the wounded militia.
My
Arya,
dice roll just showed up on my screen.
I know, and mine too. It's like way
Damn.
behind.
Arya's honestly just
Way
standing in the
behind.
middle, beatboxing and doing the robot.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Yeah.
You
know,
kill
she's having a
ghouls, and
blast.
If you kill ghouls, then they will die. Okay.
That Arya would totally be doing that too. She would.
Alrighty, so we know what you're doing. Okay, our groups. The group on the right. Oh, sorry, left. Battling valiantly. The ghouls seem to be making a little bit of a comeback, but your guys are still holding their own. Group on the right. Once again, the ghouls seem to be beginning to get a upper hand. So it's like it's not going quite as well from the left to the right. This is the reason why ghouls do not tire. They have no reserves to worry about. Your militia are starting to lag. They're getting tired.
But I'm doing the freaking robot.
Nephew Caesar, thanks for the follow. Gear Crank, thank you for that follow.
Well, okay, so how many ghouls are respectively on the left and right side?
Okay, so you have like 5 militia on the left and 6 ghouls. You have 4 militia on the left and 4 ghouls. And then you guys are right there on the front line with only 2 ghouls left. And it's Veslar's turn, who has a bastard sword laying over there on the floor somewhere.
Well, I guess I gotta go pick up my bastard sword, right? I mean, I'm out of
Is that what
crossbow
you want to
bolts.
do?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, you get 2 attacks of opportunity on you because you're basically doing that.
Pretty much.
One of the ghouls hits you for 1 point of damage. He has not yet hit you before, so another. What? No, you don't. You're immune to paralyzation. So 1 point of damage, no paralyzation for you.
Woo!
You grab as the ghouls rip and tear at you. You duck and dive, leaping to the floor, and you grab your trusty imbued bastard sword from the floor.
And I drop my crossbow because it's out of juice.
Okay, you just dropping it where it stands. Okay, Piper.
Seeing everybody looking a little
Our
leggy and
illustrious
needing
commander.
a pickup, I bust out into quasi-song almost, and I say,
Uh-oh.
We're men in tight. We're going around the forward looking for fights.
Look at the fights.
We're men in
Arya joins
Men in
tights.
tights.
We run from the ridge to give to the poor. That's right.
That's right.
We
I
may look like pansies, but don't get us wrong, or else we'll put out your lights.
Awesome.
I take up my sword and
love it.
swing.
Okay, yes, they are all definitely inspired.
Yes.
Honestly, if I heard this in a war scenario, I'd just drop my sword and go into that burning building. Just saying, man.
Well, you know
So
what?
inspired.
The militia. A few of them look at each other, hold hands, and go, and carry on fighting anyway.
What's ironic, I was blind until very
Piper
recently. I would
with
be
a
like
20
that
on the
blind
first
guy.
strike.
Yeah.
And second one, we're gonna roll a crappy
That
ass
seems to be the
9.
way for you, isn't it? It's like one hit, one not. Okay, roll your damage.
Damage incoming for 19.
You hack down the last one that you were fighting, leaving 1 ghoul, which you get a cleave chance on.
Cleavage activate.
Cleavage.
Ooh.
And you miss.
13.
Okay. So there's
Cleavage
1 ghoul
failed.
left in your group. Okay, your priest is still holding back, waiting. He's realizing that he needs to conserve his healing energies because of all the people getting hurt, wounded, and stuff like that. Arya.
Oh, wow. Well, she's very happy about Pip's singing. I'm gonna run over to the group that's...
All these years of bardetry has started to rub off finally on Piper.
Ooh, maybe
Can
we'll
I-
break out into a duet next round.
That would be so cool. You guys need to work on that for the next stream, just saying.
That would be hilarious.
I'm gonna go to the right here, like, kind of standing back, but to where they can... the militia can see me,
Right?
you know? And I'm gonna kind of moonwalk in, you know, so I'm...
Ding, ding, ding,
Give him
ding,
thumbs up,
ding,
like,
ding, ding,
continue
ding,
doing my
ding,
robot
ding,
dance.
ding, ding, ding,
You know, so they
okay.
can see me out of the corner of their eyes.
Alright.
Everything's all good. Keep fighting. You know?
Y'all are doing great, okay? Y'all just keep swinging your swords. Just keep
what you're
hitting the
doing.
undead. Y'all are doing fabulous. It's all great. Alrighty. Let's roll for our groups. Okay, the group on the left seems to seriously be struggling now. A couple more of them have fallen. and the ghouls are beginning to push them back. You can almost see them like they're right up against you. They're like doing their best just to hold on. The group on the right are holding their own, but your group on the left is about to fall. It's about to cave. Veslar, you have one ghoul left in your frontwood group.
Dancing for the wrong
Yeah,
group.
he's a weak little bastard. Seeing that, I'm actually gonna do a charge in on this group. I'm gonna with my sword in hand.
Charge to
I'm
help the
charging.
left-hand group, the group that's failing.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm ignoring the weakened
Come
ghoul.
on! You charge, slam force into the group of ghouls.
So do I just I get one attack because I'm charging, or
One attack, but +2 to hit.
All right. Well, I'm sinking all of my BAB into this. Son of a
Everything. Make up a blow for the ages.
If it hits.
The power of the
Be,
strike.
be epic. Be epic.
So with the +2 from the charge,
Never say die. You've got the
So it's
heart
+7.
of a hero.
oh my god.
Yeah, not so much.
Ah!
You
So
charge
epic.
in and basically just
so
get
epic.
tangled up between you, a ghoul, and a militiaman.
Oh my rolls.
You're awesome.
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
Piper, there's one ghoul left in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna swing at that ghouly ghoul. Oh,
Ooh, and it's a potential crit.
On a weakened ghoul, he's just dead.
He's
Uh-oh.
why do I always get crits on weekend?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's done. Crit the ghoul. There's only
You
one
basically-
there though, so you can't even cleave this guy. But I've
That
got a
makes
feeling
me
that
sad.
any potential dice rolls will be pointless. But kill him anyway.
Can we? Yeah, let's just check out
Let's
this.
see how much damage you do.
This is gonna be sad.
For
38 damage.
for 38 damage, you basically cut through the ghoul like butter, cleaving him. And now there is no ghoul pack from the north. So leaving you and Arya and the priest to do whatever you will. Veslar has already committed himself to the rightward group over here.
Leftward.
Do I
Leftward
have enough time to kind of run over towards Veslar?
Yeah, you can if you want. So you want to help Veslar's side as
Yes.
well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll aid with the
Yeah,
left.
so you run to them. Okay, your priest is still helping the right. Arya.
I actually kind of want to sneak away to, like, see if the necromancer's hiding anywhere.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Probably up this way first.
Okay, each square is 30 feet, so...
Okay.
Okay, if you want to sprint up there, I'm going to use this for you, so yeah, you run up here. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Veslar,
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
as you are attempting to reinforce the group to your left, it is your turn.
Oh yay! My turn to fail my rolls again. All right,
Yes.
I'm just doing my 2 rolls as they are.
Hit!
That's a
Nice.
potential
Ooh, and a
crit.
potential crit. A hit and a possible crit.
All right,
But
so
no,
it's not a
so
crit.
2 hits. 2 hits.
All right, 2d10
As
plus
you open
10.
up a can of whoop ass on one of the ghouls.
Oh
Oh
shit!
shit! Yeah, okay. You hack your ghoul to a smithereens, slashing him to the ground
Yep. All right.
violently and concisely. Piper,
All right, I will take a swing at the unlucky ghoul who happens to be standing in the way.
okay, you lunge at the first one and miss. Second attack.
And second one.
That's
Bam.
a hit and a potential crit as well.
Come on. There we go. That crit though.
Yep, that's a crit.
Not as much damage. for
Unleash
this one.
hell on this particular ghoul. Let loose the dogs of war on this guy. For
Woo,
26
26
points of damage, you hack that one down. You get a cleave attack.
Yes.
So a bonus roll for you.
Activate cleavage.
Which also hits. Bane cleavage is real.
Yes. For 16.
For 16, almost eviscerating a second ghoul.
Nice.
Okay, the priest is still holding his own. Arya is sneaking away, doing her
I'm
thing.
looking for houses that aren't burning, so I'll probably go up this way. And then
Alright.
down this way.
Okay, where do you want to go? Show me, blink where you want to go.
Okay, I'm going up, and then as far as I can get.
Right. So
Did
get
you
to
see
the
my
top.
blinks? Sorry.
There you go. Okay.
Probably the
Yeah.
lag.
You're heading. Okay, so you're heading this way. Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's roll for your group. Okay, your militiamen on the right have defeated and wiped out the ghouls that were there. They have defeated them. They have done a great job. And the ones on the left, it's basically there's 2 ghouls left. Oh, sorry, the ones on the right. There's 2 ghouls left and 2 militiamen left. It's like a tugging battle. They're like one for one, blow for blow. But all the other ghouls have died. The remaining militia from this side charge to reinforce their friends.
Yeah. Get it.
Get it, get it. Okay. Right, Veslar. You have no
I'm gonna.
ghouls ahead of you. There is one group of ghouls attacking still from the right.
I'm
There's
gonna-
only, well, I say a group. There's 2 ghouls, and you've got about 6 militiamen on those 2 ghouls.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I'm gonna go retrieve my crossbow
Okay.
and
you go pick
start
up your
reloading
crossbow
it
and reload
Yeah.
it. Okay. Piper.
You said there's one in front of us still?
Nope.
No, we're
You have
good.
No.
none in
None?
front of you. There's 2 ghouls left in front of the group on the right, but there's 6 militiamen fighting them.
Bane, you should do the Xena You should do the Xena charge.
Throw that chakra.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge over there and
Okay.
try and take one out.
Alright, so you make a charge attack, gives you +2 to hit. So you
And can I throw
slam
power
into
behind
one
that
of the
or no?
ghouls.
I can't throw power behind a charge, correct?
No, absolutely you can.
Oh, I can?
Yep, but you just get 1. Oh, holy moly!
Wow.
Wow, man. Wow.
There it is.
Natural 20.
Oh, no crit, but a beautiful
Get away
hit
from
anyway.
me, Nice gods. That would have been so epic.
Up to 3. Yeah, 3 crits. Oh, three
You're
20s tonight.
Doing so well right
Okay,
now. Why?
slam that ghoul.
Okay, so
your
that's gonna
night.
give me plus 11. For 21.
Beautiful hit. You slash that ghoul to the ground. You may make an attack on the next ghoul because you have cleave. He has 12 hit points left.
All right.
Do it!
22.
Do it! Hit it! Hit it very
If you can
good.
hit this guy and do 12 damage, you can finish off the final ghoul and clear the streets.
Yeah, that
Oh, there we go. Epic roll. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Absolutely.
that mean?
There we go.
Yes.
You slash down the last ghoul in the streets, clearing the streets and the town of ghoul infestation.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Great job, guys.
Fuck yeah.
I'm headed for this building here.
Okay, the militia basically are like... They're all like exhausted and beat up and stuff like that. One of the militia walks over to Piper and says, "We could never have done it without you, miss. Thank you for your instruction." Oh, Jesus.
I'm just gonna put my hand on her shoulder and say, "May your sword be sharp," and kind of just.
They're battered, they're wounded. Your priest goes immediately to healing the wounded. He starts casting Cure Light, Cure Serious, Cure Critical on all of the wounded militia and
I'm
doing his
wounded.
best to bring them all back to health.
I'm wounded.
Okay, he heals you for, let's see. $21.
21. Okay, good, sweet.
Are you wounded, sir?
Mildly, just a few scratches. 10 to the more critical.
Here. Heals you for 11.
Way overkill.
Okay.
Thank you.
Heals everybody else up. Okay, meanwhile, so Piper is, you're doing your thing. So Arya, what are you doing?
Headed here to this non-burning house.
Okay.
And
You check inside.
Yeah.
It's pretty much empty.
Okay. I'll probably see this one from there and go over there.
Okay, so you're gonna spend your time checking the non-burning houses. Makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, so once the priest has healed the last few militia, he's like, "You need to tend to the wounded. Try to do your best to put the flames out. Try to at least salvage as much of this town as you can, militiamen." As they all begin to go and grab buckets of water and try to douse houses, at least to salvage something of the totally besieged town of Tallothorpe. As he's doing that, he says to you, "'Tis a strange, strange case of affairs. I don't know where the necromancer might be operating out of." Now, that being said, Dunce9001, thanks for the follow. And Gearcrank as well. And Laura Taikin, thank you for the follows. He says, "I did hear a mention that west of here on the outskirts of town was an abandoned, burnt out church. Those dead bodies had to come from somewhere, and if there's a church nearby, you can rest assured there's a graveyard. If y'all be seeking that necromantic bastard, I bet that's where he is."
I'm gonna look at him and say, I've never asked you your name, priest.
Oh, well, I feel almost ashamed that I have never told you. Seamus Dupree is my name.
Seamus. Nicely done.
Seamus Dupree.
So I'm gonna say, would you still be willing to examine the necromancer's belongings with us?
Oh, by sure, yeah.
Perhaps
Not a
you
problem.
could join us?
Well, if you think that my talents are best be set up against the necromancer, I'm with you, but part of me feels like maybe I should be attending to the wounded and the injured here in town.
What about those potions you have made?
I've given y'all what I have.
But do you know how to
y'all.
do you know how to brew any other kind of potion or tonic? I mean,
Not in short term.
I agree that you would be well suited to healing of these folk in this town. However, if we are to go up against the necromancer and the amount of damage he's already thrown at us, we could definitely use your healing powers in our aid to defeat this necromancer.
You need to make a decision. You have about, by my reckoning, 45 minutes of immunity to the ghoul paralysis. Or you can wait it out until tomorrow morning and I can heal up and rest up and have healing. But you will not be immune to the paralysis if you wait till tomorrow.
How far did you say it was to this town?
Oh, it's not a town.
Church.
It's but quarter of a mile outside of the western gate.
Gonna look at Bessler.
I'm gonna actually turn to the militiamen and say, anyone who's not like trying to put out the fires, and I'm just gonna say, do you have an armory or a stock of something like herbalist shop supplies?
Everything we had is burnt to the ground. There's nothing left to salvage in this town.
Well, what are in those two buildings over there that have not been burnt?
They're nae but dwellings, lad. Not but houses. I mean, feel free to root through. I don't think the past people that live there are have a problem with it. But I don't expect you'll find much in the way of weapons. Of course, the priest is like, just remember, every minute you waste here in town is a minute less that you have against the ghoul paralysis. Trust me when I say, you can be the greatest warrior the realm has ever seen, but if a ghoul paralyzes you, you're totally useless.
Seamus, can we count on you to wait here?
Lass, trust me. I bailed on you once because I was under the impression that you were dead. I will not make that same mistake again. I will stay here,
need you.
tend to the wounded, help those that be burned, and do my best to organise this militia to put out the fires. If you can just go and take care of that bastard necromancer. Otherwise, what's to say he's not going to besiege the town again tomorrow night?
All
We'll
right,
be
so
back to we're back in the same situation.
I'm gonna pull aside like a healthy militiaman and say, there's a giant sack in a tree just outside of the town to the east. I want you to get it and go to this empty storehouse and leave it there, because we're taking up residence in that
Sir.
unburnt down building.
Absolutely, sir. Right away, sir.
If you don't, I will definitely.
No, don't.
Yep.
No problem. I will do it.
I would totally fucking kill you if that sack goes
Okay,
missing.
well, he
Just
rushes
saying.
down the main street as quick as his legs will carry him.
I look at Piper and I say, we shouldn't waste another minute. Let's go.
Well, before we go any further, let's go ahead and take our second break.